What has happened in my dogs? My name is Madison, I'm the auction dog, and today I'm at the auto auction, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. Not necessarily to go through the whole auction, but there are two particular cars here that I wanted to highlight with you guys and just kind of talk about, because I think they're both definitely mainline competitors within the enthusiast car market space, and they're both definitely cool in their own right. And I'm standing right next to one right now. This is a 2018 Subaru WRX, and I mean, I've been seeing, you know, a fair amount of enthusiast cars and modified cars have been coming through lately, and this one's definitely up there with all of them. Obviously, we got the carbon trunk, which has got some holes in it, so with wings and stuff. Full exhaust. I like the white. The white is super clean. Nice Enkeys. The interior is pretty base. I don't know if that's factory steering wheel or not. It very well might be. Somebody glued some bride fabrics onto the door panels, which doesn't look bad, you know. But really, obviously, the engine bay is where you see a lot of the benefits of these things. Decent coilovers. Full, really nice front mount setup, actually. Cob intake. They relocated the oil. I don't know if that's an oil filter or if that's just an oil catch can. It looks like an oil catch. Strut bar, obviously. Cool little car. You know, I drove this thing yesterday. It actually looks pretty well. It's a nice car, and I think that just overall, this shape always kind of like felt like a Camry to me, Camry-esque. So it never really caught on. But when you modify them, they do look pretty good. You know, wasn't my favorite one when they first came out, but they do look pretty good now. Definitely something that I would drive. You know, as far as the WRX goes, but it is sweet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it doesn't look bad. I always thought that it just looked like a Camry or a Corolla or something. A little picture of that one. And then over here, so see if we can find it over here. There was a fair amount of cool stuff out here today. You know, I missed out on a Subaru this morning that we'll go look at too, which I'm kind of bummed out about, but it is what it is. I'll explain why I missed on it too. And we'll go look at that one real quick. So I'm gonna hike it over to this other car, get a quick look at this one, and then I want to show you guys what I missed out on this morning too. It's gonna be a Subaru day, so it's gonna be an all-wheel drive day. Wham, sonny! Look at that thing. So this is obviously the second car that is. I feel like obviously the WRXs and Evos are just completely 100% competitors in this particular space, like the all-wheel drive sedans. You know what I'm saying? And this one, to me, way cooler than the WRX. You know what I'm saying? This thing is freaking gnarly, son. I just like the shape of the Evos. I think that, I can't remember if this is an Evo 9 or an Evo 10. We'll start this one up too. Bone stock, at least from what it looks like to me. But I like the Evo package, honestly, a little bit better. I just like what you get. I think it's a more beautiful car. More aggressive styling, at least in the front, but it's subtle on the sides. Wide, look how wide it is, you know? Gangster. I like the wheels, factory Brembos. Ooh. Somebody short was driving this thing. Final edition Lancers, that's cool. Number 1274. That's pretty sick. This thing sounds gnarly, 83,000 miles. I just think the interior is better on this car. Overall, this is just a better setup. I don't know why. I just think the Evo's a better car. It's a nicer car overall. You know what I'm saying? Subaru is probably a little more reliable. Maybe, I don't know. I'm talking on my ass. I have no idea. But I feel as though, me personally, sitting in this thing and sitting in that other car, this is a better setup, at least for me. You know what I'm saying? I really do enjoy. I just enjoy what this thing like what you get when in this thing. It really is sweet. Now, mind you, I don't necessarily think Mitsubishi. I had a manual Lancer Rally Sport like a year or two ago, and I loved that little car. I thought it was really fun to beat around in town in that thing too. But this obviously is a big step up. I wonder what this thing actually goes for. It can't be that much. You know what I'm saying? It can't be that much money. Sounds phenomenal. It sounds fantastic. Know what I'm saying? So I do think though, ultimately, that the Evo is just it's a better car. It really is. Or at least it feels like a more premium car. Just feels like a more premium ride, premium car overall. And I love that too. Mind you, I didn't compare an STI to an Evo. STI is very cool, you know what I'm saying? But you get the gist of it, you know. See a little picture of that there too. Cool. So I want to walk you guys over to a car that I missed this morning that really fits the motif of this video, and tell you why I'm kind of bummed out about it. But I'll tell you why I let it go too. So let's make our way over there. And here is the one that fucking burned me today. Honestly, this one bummed me out. It's a 2006 Impreza WRX. You know what I'm saying? This is a cool freaking car, dude. It was in Champion, or I think it's called Champion White or something. I can't remember the exact name of the color. Manual, obviously. But here's the real kicker. Shabam, sonny. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hit something, crushed something. And this is just that bumper is like 700 bucks. Grill, probably $100. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you can get them with the bumper. Headlights, $250 for an OEM one, or $200. I have to go get one out of the junkyard or something. Hood, you know, just needs a lot in parts and shit to make it look, to make it right. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the bid up until like $2 grand, 2,200, something like that. But the guy, it ended up selling for 25, plus fees and everything. So you're like close to $3 grand to get it out of here, and then insert everything else. It's got 120,000 miles on it, no record of a timing belt. It's like, dude, insert reason here as to why this car is only worth 5 grand. You know what I'm saying? If I got it for 1,500 bucks and fixed it, then it would have been worth it. But it's a whole lot of work and a lot of shit to go through to try to, you know, squeeze 1,000 bucks out of a car when you can just go buy something else and make $1,000 without really having to do too much. You know what I'm saying? But it was a cool little car. And I would have loved to have taken it home. I really would have. Very unfortunate, but went to some online buyer, probably get shipped out of state or some other stuff. The dual pot. I just like the WRXs. I think they're cool cars. You know, would I want to own one forever? No. Know what I'm saying? Do I think the 2.5 single cams are a lot more reliable than a twin cam EJ20? Definitely, 100%. But they're not as fun to drive because these are actually pretty quick. You know, if you've never driven one before, definitely highly recommended. They are pretty quick for what they are from the factory. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back into the auction. I got a couple more that I'm gonna hopefully bang out today, and we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to share those cars with you. It's funny when you find two competing manufacturers in the same auction. You know what I'm saying? So two really sweet enthusiast cars in their own rights that also really go head to head in the enthusiast car space, and to find them both in the same place, like, that's really cool. It is. And you know, obviously today's a Subaru day because I got shafted on that one. So anyways, thank you guys very much. If you have watched this far, just subscribe. Most of my viewers are not subscribed, which is kind of a bummer. And we just got monetized, which was like the main goal for last year. And this year we want to hit 10,000 subs. So we got a lot of work to do, and it's gonna, you know, all the support that we get from you guys is greatly appreciated. It really is. And if you learn anything from these videos, great, apply it in your life. You know, I'm 31 years old, and there's a lot of money to be made out here in this auction world. And if you like cars and you're an enthusiast, you can do it too, honestly. So peace out, my dogs. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.